Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Man and I am your coach for the Texan Clearbodies in season number 3 of the Alola International, and this is our week 2 Wi-Fi battle against the grounded Gliscor, the coach of the Alola and Nidoqueens, and the league commissioner. So, if you missed our team builder that went alongside this battle, or that goes alongside this battle, then that team builder is linked in the description inside the playlist that is in the description. The Alola International Season 3 playlist is in the description. The video for the team builder should be in that playlist, as I think the most recent video, or at least the one at the bottom. I don't know exactly what order it's in. In any event, it's in there. If you're interested in seeing the thought process that went into the team, then I encourage you to check that out. You also might want to check it out because it gives you an idea of the thought process that went into my mind before the battle. And it's important to see a team before the battle so that you have somewhat of an idea of what that mon is intended to do, and so on and so forth. So that's the reason why. So while you're down there, you might as well check out Grounded. His information is in the description. He is a fellow YouTube content creator. I don't know whether he's uploading this league or not, but he has YouTube as well, so check him out if you so desire. And also, while you're down there, you might as well peep my Twitter and pop a follow, because I give updates on Twitter occasionally on when things are going to go up, and so on and so forth. And Twitter's fun, you know? So follow me on Twitter. Link is in the description since you're already down there. And since you're already down there, you might as well like the video, you know? It helps me out, and you're already down there, you might as well, you know? So, with all that being said, the team builder went up 2 hours ago, and here is the battle. With that said, let's jump on into team preview. On our team, we have a Focus Sash, Focus Sash, Frostlass, Mega Aggron, Choppleberry, Tyranitar, Z-Move Excadrill, which is a mistake. I meant to bring the Life Orb one, but I accidentally have the Z-Crystal one, because I recorded the team builder after the battle, so I realized that was a mistake, so I wanted to make sure that was noted, and I'm noting it again. I bought the wrong Excadrill. This is the one with the Z Crystal from last week, but the one that was intent to bring was a Life Orb one that was max HP. Then we also have a Choice Scarf Landorus Incarnate and a Leftovers Physically Defensive Vaporeon. On my opponent's side, we see pretty much what I figured he would bring. Entei, which is the event Entei, because what other Entei would anybody run? Mega Pinsir, Goodra, Milotic, which is probably Marvel Scale with Flame Orb, because what other Milotic does anybody ever run? Special Virizion, because I know that. And then Tantor, his Dawn fan, which is probably Physically Defensive. Leftovers or Rocky Helmet, I don't know which one. So looking at leads, my lead, as I told you guys in team prep, was going to be Elsa, and predicting that lead, well, I wanted to lead Elsa because I figured, hey, he's going to lead Dawn Fan. He's going to try to put up rocks, so I want to stop that. So he predicted my lead, and instead decides to lead Entei. And in hindsight, I wish what I had done is I wish I had gone, hey, I want to lead Elsa. He knows that, so he's going to lead Entei or something like that. So if I lead if I lead Vaporeon, that is a middle ground play. Looking at it, that would have been a decent play because he could have led Tantor, and I would have been Vaporeon versus Donphan, which would have been good. He could have led Goodra, I could have tried to score a burn. He could have led Mega Pinsir, I could have lived one hit, tried to score a burn. He could have led Entei, I could have forced it out. So in hindsight, Vaporeon was the ideal lead here, but I decided to lead with Elsa as he leads with his Entei, predicting my lead, with me predicting his Dawn Fan as the lead. So let's jump in. So, we are challenged by your boy Grounded Gliscor, otherwise known as Trainer Grounded. He starts off with Remains, which is the event Entei, and the reason why I know it's event Entei is because it's shiny, and the only shiny Entei that's ever available is the E-Speed Entei, which means it's adamant, which means that Elsa will outspeed it. So Elsa leads off. He predicts my lead. I'm like, okay, this is a little bit of a back foot play. Now, I don't know why, and I realize this now, but I forgot about my Focus Sash. Elsa is Focus Sash. I forgot that Elsa was Focus Sashed in the midst of the battle. I realized that after I looked back at the team to go back and record the team builder. So, Elsa's Focus Sash. I click Destiny Bond, forgetting, hey, you're going to get burned. You're going to die to burn. He won't get the Focus Sash. You won't get the Destiny Bond kill. Fortunately, he doesn't fire off a Sacred Fire. Destiny Bond comes off because, hey, I figured Focus Sash is not a thing, right? Here comes the Toxic, actually. Anticipating my Destiny Bond, I figure. Intent to break my Sash. He trades Toxic for what he anticipated to be Spikes, I imagine. So I'm like, okay, well now I'm in range. So I don't want to take a Sacred Fire to the face because now I'm in range to die. Yes, I could have probably clicked Sacred Fire here, and I wish I did. Or I wish I clicked Destiny Bond here, but I'd click Destiny Bond somewhere else. So it doesn't matter. It ends up playing out different, but still. I wish I clicked I wish I clicked Destiny Bond here, but I didn't. I switch out, fearing the Sacred Fire kill, into my physically defensive answer, Vaporeon. Here comes the Sacred Fire. Does around 30-ish%. After the burn, it'll do about 30%. There's 25% after burn. Burn negates leftovers, so that's something to note. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention at Team Preview. Gliscor and I actually had to recreate this match because around turn 9, we ended up DCing because my internet decided to crap out. So far, this is a recreation. From turn 1 up to a certain point, I will tell you where that point is. Up to a certain point, it is a recreation, which means we've done exactly what we did in the first initial confrontation. So far, everything's gone exactly like it's supposed to. Here, I anticipate him to stay in. Because, hey, you click Sacred Fire, you don't do anything to me. You would obviously switch. But I think, hey, he's going to stay in. I'm going to attack what's in front of me. Which isn't a bad play, right? But still, he switches out into Virizion. Nope, into Adele, which is his Milotic. And I wish right here I caught him on a Toxic play. But Scald comes off. The last time I played him, I actually scored the burn. It does not matter, though, because he is Marvel Scale with Flame Orb, which will trigger at the end of his turn. So leftovers, burn, Marvel Scale triggers. I wish I caught him with Toxic, because then I would actually have him on a timer, because burn got nerfed in 7.2. I don't know if it was 7.2 or 7, but either way, it got nerfed in Gen 7, I think it was, where it only does 6% health, which is essentially what leftovers is. So all it does is negate standard leftovers recovery. It used to do, I think it was 8 or 12% before, but it does less now. And I get like leftovers is a thing too, so it essentially negates leftovers, which means he's taking less residual damage overall. I wish I caught him on a Toxic play, because if I had caught him on a Toxic play, yes, the Marvel Skill would have triggered, but I would have put him on a gradually increasing residual damage timer. So Marvel Skill burn triggers. I'm like, okay, well, I can sit in front of you. He switches out. I put up a Wish as he goes into Luna, which is his Virizion. I'm like, okay, this is fine. Because honestly, what I thought we were going to do is I thought we were going to Wish Protect, stall each other out. He's like, I'm not playing this game. I'm just going to go hard into Virizion. I get leftovers as burn negates leftovers. As I mentioned to you guys earlier, burn versus leftovers, same damage output. So, calm mind. I'm like, okay, no, we're not having this. I'm putting this on a timer right now. We're not having this. Absolutely not. So, that happens, and I'm like, okay, Toxic now. Toxic hits. He's not Lumberry, which is great, because then that means this thing is on a gradual timer. I catch the Wish. I take burn as he takes Toxic. He takes Toxic first because he's faster than me. So, now he clicks Giga Drain. I live a hit because, I don't know, because I'm, like, what, base 115 special defense or something? I don't know. Or no, it's base 110. So I fire out Scald. do nothing because he's +1 Calm Mind. And I'm like, okay, I cannot do anything. So I need to stall him out for Toxic. He could very well Calm Mind here, and I realize that. But I'm going to protect anyway for protection of best interest. Noting that he's at +1, he knows that he can kill me, so he clicks off Giga Drain instead, because he didn't anticipate me to click Protect. I don't know why. Get Leftovers. Burn does its thing. The only reason I clicked Protect there was Toxic stalling, because he's going to get a lot of his HP back, but I'm going to be able to bring him back down to this range. Giga Drain hits, and Vaporeon dies. On this turn was the DC. We DC'd on this turn right here. So from here forward, this match is fresh and uninhibited, which means that I don't know anything that's going to happen going forward here. Up to here, I knew what was going to happen. So, Vaporeon dies, making this game a 6-5 in Gliscor's favor. Toxic brings him back down to the range as if Giga Drain didn't happen. I go into Frostlass, figuring, hey, Ice Beam. He knows Ice Beam's coming. He switches out, goes into Adele because this fat thing just does not die. Go Ice Beam. Do nothing. Toxic on me. Oh, geez, sorry. Quick lag. Sorry about that. Toxic, as I'm going to hit a burn. Or I'm going to hit... Okay, so what happened here is I clicked Taunt, because I'm like, I'm not playing any of your recovery shenanigans with you. Sorry about the little lag there. You should not lag going forward, hopefully. I can't promise that, but I'm going to hope it doesn't lag going forward. But yeah, so I'm going to taunt him because I'm not playing this recover toxic crap with you. So all you can do now is Scald, which is fine. So he's going to fire off exactly that. He's going to fire a Scald at my face. Because Elsa's frail, it is going to live a hit, but not two. Toxic hits, burn hits, and I decide, hey, I'm getting a chance to knock something out. Let me go ahead and take this fat thing out because it's going to die otherwise. Since I know all he can do is Scald me anyway, I might as well take advantage of the situation. Click Destiny Bond and claim the Milotic to a Scald burn. So, Milotic and Curse Body triggers here, which is absolutely useless because, you know. So, Milotic kills Frostlass, and Frostlass kills Milotic. I go to Mega Aggron because I'm like, hey, middle ground play. He goes into Goodra, and I'm like, okay, well, I can kind of sit here. Mega Evolve. And click Heavy Slam. As he clicks Flamethrower, he is a little faster than me, which I kind of expected him to be. He does around 40%, which is still a lot. Considering a max special defense careful nature, that's a lot of damage. That does around 30%, which is just about right. 30-40%. I'm like, I don't want to take another Flamethrower, so I'm going to switch into Gara, which is a Tyranitar, to chew the hit. So Gara comes out, Sandstream kicks up. Flamethrower again. Doesn't do much because of the special defense boost. I take Sand, or he takes Sand. He clicks Superpower. I'm like, oh, didn't see that coming, but Chople Berry come through. I live the hit. Because of Chople Berry, I live the hit. He takes the attack drop and the defense drop, and because of that defense drop, this Ice Punch will kill. There's the Ice Punch, and there's a gone Goodra, making this game 5-4. In my favor. No. It's 4-4, sorry. He goes into Tantor, and here's where trouble begins, because this thing is a problem. I click Ice Punch because I am faster than bulky Donphan, because I built myself to be faster than jolly bulky Donphan for some reason. But I'm faster than bulky Donphan, but Ice Punch doesn't quite 2-hit KO him. It almost 2-hit KOs him, it doesn't quite. It does around 40-ish%, plus or minus a 5% differential. Here's the Stealth Rocks. I'm like, okay, we're trading rocks now, so let's trade rocks. Unfortunately, I wish that I clicked Ice Punch again. He gets leftovers, but in the end, I don't know how much it mattered. Hindsight's 20/20 though. Here's my rocks. Here's a shaky ground. Here's a dead Tyranitar. Tantor clicks Earthquake and kills my Tyranitar, leaving 2 turns of sand to the game. Gets leftovers recovery. Into Grand Mole, predicting his Earthquake. I make him force an Earthquake for some reason and double out to Landstar, which is our Landorus Incarnate. I double out to Landorus Incarnate, takes Stealth Rocks, he clicks Earthquake, not affected, he clicks Ice Shard, that does around 60%. Okay, don't know what happened there, but, sorry about that. He takes Leftovers Recovery, then clicks Ice Shard. Ice Shard does a massive chunk of damage, but I do live 1 because I am fat enough to. Earthquake comes off, does around 20-ish%, leaving me at around the 50-ish% range. Gets Leftovers Recovery. This stupid Donphin is a problem. I'm like, okay, you're going to Ice Shard again. I'm not going to stay in. And so I go into Mega Aggro to chew up the Ice Shard, take Stealth Rocks, and then here's the Ice Shard. He gets Leftovers Recovery because, yeah. I click Heavy Slam because that's all I have to hit this thing with, because I didn't come prepared for Ice Punch for some reason. Here comes Rapid Spin because he knows he can't do that for free because I can't do anything to him. If I had Ice Punch, I would have claimed the kill and prevented his Rapid Spin, but I don't have Ice Punch because I don't know what I was doing when I was prepping for this team. Holy crap. Goes into Entei. I wish I clicked Earthquake here, but I click Heavy Slam. Again, attacking what's in front of me. Heavy Slam does all of like 10%. And then here comes Earthquake from a Sacred Fire first. Sacred Fire, I do live the Sacred Fire because of Filter, but I don't get burned, which is great. Shuckleberry pops on the Earthquake, doing around 30% plus or minus 5%. Yeah, there's around 30%. 30-35% plus or minus. Shuckleberry, and then Sacred Fire again. Kills Mega Aggron. Into Landstar to try to click Earthquake, but he has E-Speed on his set. I take Rocks. He clicks E-Speed, and he claims the kill. The crit does not matter at all. I was only at 37 HP. What does it matter? Granmole comes in. He decides to give the kill to Excadrill. Or, sorry, he decides to give the kill from Excadrill to his Mega Pinsir. Switching into Pinsir on the Earthquake, which is kind of obvious. Doing it around 30%. Mega Evolves right here. Oh no, come on. Alright, so Mega Evolves, sorry about that. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know why it's doing this. We're doing the best we can. Close Combat comes off, and we're dead Grand Mole. Because, yeah. Which means that the game is a 4-0 loss to the Alola and Nidoqueens. And your Texan Clearbodies fall to -7 in the league. I don't know why it's doing this. Why are you doing this? Come on. Actually, you know what? We'll just do that. I don't know why it was doing that. Sorry. Anyways, Grounded Gliscor takes a 4-0 W. I am sorry that this video is kind of at the moment, but it's fine. So, Grounded Gliscor takes the W. GG's to Grounded Gliscor. I am trying to learn how to do sand, but Tantor giving me problems. Tantor giving me problems. Holy mackerel. We knew that Donphan was an issue in team building, though. That was one thing. But anyways, GG's to Grounded. I definitely think I didn't prep as well as I should have. Donphan was a big threat. I under-prepped for Donphan after Elsa died. So I do definitely think I under-prepped on a few things. I'm underestimating physically defensive Aggron, by the way. I'm underestimating Aggron beyond belief. Unless he's Choice Banded. I don't know if he was Choice Banded. He wasn't Choice Banded, actually, because he went Sacred Fire into E-Speed. So, how is... I don't know. Either way, GG's. We'll be back next week for week 3. I don't know who we're playing. You'll find out when I know. But with that said, I think we're done here. But yeah. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and call this a video. Until next time, this is your coach for the Texan Clearbodies. My name is Metacrissman, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.